Hi, I'm Jacob, and I'm reading a translation, and a translation is a translation at best, and I'm not the best reader either. See, my tongue gets tied. Okay, well, let's get started. Oh, and I don't do commentary usually, so let's go. Now Joseph could not restrain himself in the presence of all who stood before him, so he called out loud, "Remove everyone from before me." Thus no one remained with him when Joseph made himself known to his brothers, and cried in a loud voice. Egypt heard, and Pharaoh's household heard. And Joseph said to his brothers, "I am Joseph. Is my father still alive?" But his brothers could not answer him, because they were left disconcerted before him. Then Joseph said to his brothers, "Come close to me, if you please." And they came close, and he said, "I am Joseph, your brother. It is me whom you sold into Egypt. And now, be not distressed, nor reproach yourselves for having sold me here. For it was to be a provider that God sent me ahead of you. For this has been for the two of the hunger years in the midst of the land, and there are yet 5 years in which there shall be neither plowing nor harvest. Thus God has sent me ahead of you to ensure your survival in a land and not in the land, and not to sustain you for in the land to sustain you for a momentous deliverance. And now it was not you who sent me here, but God. He has made me father to Pharaoh, master of his entire household, and ruler throughout the entire land of Egypt. Hurry, go up to my father and say to him, 'So said your son, Joseph, God has made me master of all Egypt. Come down to me, do not delay. You will reside in the land of Goshen, and you will be near to me. You, your sons, your grandchildren, your flock, and your cattle, and all that is yours. And I will provide for you there, for there will be 5 5 more years of famine, so you do not become destitute, you, your household, and all that is yours. Behold, your eyes see, as do the eyes of my brother Benjamin, that that it is my mouth that is speaking to you. Therefore tell my father of all my glory in Egypt, and all that you saw. But you must hurry and bring my father down here. Then he fell upon his brother Benjamin's neck and wept. And Benjamin wept upon his neck. He then kissed all his brothers and wept upon them. Afterward, his brothers conversed with him. The news was heard in Pharaoh's palace, saying, Joseph's brothers have come. And it was pleasing in the eyes of Pharaoh and in the eyes of all his servants. In the eyes of his servants. Pharaoh said to Joseph, say to your brothers, do this, load up your animals and go directly to the land of Canaan. Bring your father and your households and come to me. I will give you the best of the land of Egypt, and you will eat the fat of the land. And you are commanded to say, do this, take for yourselves from the land of Egypt wagons for your small children and for your wives, transport our father and come, and let your eyes not take pity on your belongings. For the best of all the land of Egypt is yours. The sons of Israel did so, and Joseph gave them wagons by Pharaoh's word, and he gave them provisions for the journey. To each of them he gave changes of clothing, but to Benjamin he gave 300 pieces of silver and 5 changes of clothing. And to his fathers, oh boy, see, I am messing up. And to his father he sent the following: 10 he-donkeys laden with the best of Egypt, and 10 she-donkeys laden with grain, bread, and food for his father for the journey. And he sent of his brothers, and they went. He said to them, do not become agitated on the way. They went up from Egypt and came to the land of Canaan to Jacob their father. And they told him, saying, Joseph is still alive, and that he is ruler over all the land of Egypt. But his father rejected it. Yeah, I'm sure you would. For he could not believe them. However, when they related to him all the words that Joseph had spoken to them, and he saw the wagons that Joseph had sent to transport him, then the spirit of their father was revived. And Israel said, How great! My son Joseph still lives. I shall go and see him before I die. Okay, that's it for that chapter. I hope you enjoyed, and comment, like, you know what to do. Except for hug your Bibles and read them. Later. Of course you do that, right? Bye.